Good morning, everybody. Uh, Welcome to the Dynamix 802 Vermont History Day project. And this is the first of a couple instructional videos that are going to help you move from your research and understanding of breaking barriers into the actual slideshow, which is going to be due on Monday, May 4th. So the first thing that you need to know is the schedule of events. And basically, here are the steps to completion. You're going to work on your annotated bibliography, and I want you to notice how this is in bright blue. Anything that's in bright blue is a link. So if you click on that link, that's going to take you to the annotated bibliography section of the Team Dynamix webpage, which has additional resources to support you. But in order to complete your Vermont History Day project, you are going to work on your annotated bibliography this week. Hopefully you'll have that finished by Friday, April 17th. You want to create one primary source and one secondary source annotation. For those of you who are competing at the state level, obviously you need to have 2 primary sources and 3 secondary sources. The second step is going to be to review your research. That'll happen Monday, April 27th through Wednesday, April 29th. This is taking into account that we have spring break next week, but for sure, if you have time over the break and you want to get it a little bit ahead, this is something that you could be working on. After you review your research, you're then going to create a first draft of your slideshow. Again, we'll be working on that the week that we get back from break, Monday, April 27th through April 29th. And it's really important for you to understand that I have a template provided for you that gives you all the information that you're going to need to have on your slideshow. After you finish your first draft, hopefully you're going to peer review each other's slideshow, make sure that it meets the criteria, and then the final slideshow will be due the week of May 4th. Here's a rubric just to help you understand the criteria. It's been shortened up, obviously due to the changing conditions regarding how we've been working on the project and moving to an online project. But again, if you click on this page, it'll take you to the live version of the rubric, and you can just see some of the criteria. It's important to understand that we're looking for your writing, that you're using evidence to support your ideas, that you are citing your sources, that you are working through the project. So there's a personal development score, and then there's also some scores related to history, that you can identify an important event, that you can explore some evidence about that event, and that you can explain how that event broke barriers. So again, step 1 is your annotated bibliography. If you have any questions about that, you should be asking me this week, which is the week of April 13th to April 17th. And if you finish the annotated bibliography, you will receive a certificate. And again, this is the week of April 17th. Now, here's an example of a primary source bibliographical entry. This was submitted yesterday. This is exactly what it's supposed to look like. You have an MLA citation made using Cite This For Me, which I've explained to you previously, and then you've got the annotation, which talks about the actual resource. Here's another one. This is a secondary source that was also turned in recently, submitted by a student. You have the MLA bibliographical entry, which is here, and then you have the annotation, which describes the entry. So again, you're working on your annotated bibliography this week. You need to have one primary source annotated and one secondary source annotated. And then if you want to move ahead, you can start reviewing your research. If you remember, we did this Breaking Barriers Research 1, which you should have in your Google Drive. And this would be a good step for you to start organizing how you want to arrange the information about your Vermont History Day topic. And then you want to make sure that you have enough resources and research to complete the project. So after you finish your annotated bibliography, this is going to be a good time for you to pause, look at all your research, look at your resources, and decide whether you know enough about your topic to move forward with the project. In part 2 of this video series, I'll go over how to start creating your slideshow using the resources that you do have, and how you can move forward with the project towards completion. Thanks very much for watching. And again, if you have any questions, make sure you're asking Mr. Taylor either during the Google Meets that are scheduled or through email. Thanks very much and have a great day.